A bobbin is just as important as your top spool of thread. Without a bobbin, the two threads will not be able to link together to create a stitch. Bobbins come empty. They come with no thread on them. To wind a bobbin means to use the machine to get thread onto your bobbin. A bobbin should match the top thread that you're using for your project. Winding a bobbin happens here on the top of the machine. Because the needle isn't required to wind a bobbin, you want to first disengage the needle, or stop it from moving. In order to do that, you can come over to your hand wheel. In the center of the hand wheel, you find the hand wheel knob. By turning the hand wheel knob towards you until it releases, that will stop the needle from moving. It will not move up and down as you wind your bobbin. It's a safety feature of your machine. Just remember, after you wind your bobbin, you definitely want to push your hand wheel knob back into its tight position in order for your needle to move up and down for you to be able to sew. Winding your bobbin starts in very much the same way as threading your machine. The first step will be to put your spool onto your spool pin. Remember, winding a bobbin happens up here on the top of the machine. All of these metal pieces are going to serve a purpose in winding your bobbin. The first one is here, the flat metal disc. You want to take your thread behind and around so the thread makes the shape of the letter V. This metal pole is going to keep the thread out of the bobbin's path while it's winding. Before I can put my bobbin onto the bobbin winder, I need to get my thread into the bobbin. The way that's done is by taking the thread through the center of the bobbin right here and out through the top of one of the holes. Once the thread is in, I can put the bobbin on and I hear it click into the machine. I also need to engage the latch, click it in, which would start the bobbin winder winding when the machine is on. Make sure with one hand you're holding on to the thread that's coming out of the top of the bobbin, and then you can turn your machine on. Now I can slowly start pressing my foot pedal, and I'll watch the bobbin start winding with thread. You want to keep a close grip on this thread coming out of the top of the bobbin. Eventually it will get so tight that it will pop off. Just like that. You can throw away that piece. The machine is going to let me know when my bobbin is fully wound with thread. The latch will pop open, and the bobbin will be fully wound with the perfect amount of thread. We're getting close. Let's watch that latch. You see that there? The latch has popped open because my bobbin has been sufficiently filled. At that point, I can take the bobbin off of the bobbin winder and separate the two spools of thread by using a scissor. I could then thread my machine with a matching thread and bobbin. If your spool of thread looks like this, you would want to get a new spool of thread.